Now, I was a little bit hesitant to post this video on YouTube due to the negative connotation that has been created due to movies and TV series to do with this particular topic that I'm going to talk about in this video today. As I contemplate the reason that I created this YouTube channel during the lockdown was to share with the world things that have really made a complete difference in bringing a lot of positivity, freedom, inner spiritual development into my life. And honestly, I can look back and say ritual played a huge part in bringing a lot of joy to myself and the people that I work with in my life. And this is why I want to share this with you. Well, first of all, when we say the word ritual, due to movies and TV shows and all of that stuff, people immediately think of a dark ritual that somebody does in a crimson lit room, wearing robes and holding a skull and with a candle. This is not what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I'm specifically talking about a very powerful way of communicating, probably the most powerful way that every tradition uses in some form. A very powerful way to communicate with your unconscious mind and beyond, to create manifestation in your life, whether it's material or spiritual in nature. So stay tuned. Hello, my dear friends. My name is Harold, and welcome to the Sanctum, your gateway into learning and experiencing the ancient wisdom of the East and the West. So it's important to understand that we as human beings are ritualistic creatures. You may not realize, but right now, before you watch this video, you may have performed many rituals during the day without even realizing it. For example, if you woke up in the morning and you brushed your teeth, this is a ritual. If you think about it, because you woke up in the morning, you got out of bed, you went into the bathroom, you picked up your toothbrush, you put some toothpaste on it, you brushed your teeth, you drank some water and you spat out the excess toothpaste, and you washed your toothbrush. And now you do this every morning. And this has become some kind of ritual. And what is the purpose of this ritual? You know that this ritual, if you do it every day, will keep your teeth and gums healthy and clean. So that's an example of a ritual that we do every day. Another ritual might be every time you may go out and meet your friends or your special someone, you may be having a glass of wine and you might say cheers to good health. That's another very good example of a ritual that we do every day. Your intention was good health, and you're holding the wine, which is essentially energy, because everything is energy. You are energy, your friend is energy. And just that motion of making that sound of the clinking of the two glasses creates a specific spark or sound or vibration, and that itself, you're dedicating this moment and the energy of this moment to good health, to manifesting good health in your life. That itself is a ritual. No. So there are rituals like this that we do all the time. There's innumerable that I can specify. Especially even just simply thanking and saying a grace for your food is a form of ritual. Rituals are done through pretty much every tradition in our modern day and in ancient times. In Christianity, you have the famous Catholic Mass. That is a huge ritual. If you really think about it, you're going up and you're eating this piece of bread or biscuit that is symbolic of the flesh of the Messiah, and the wine represents the blood. So if you really think about it, that's quite heavy metal. But people don't see that. People are just doing it. However, symbolically, it's doing something to you. It's sending a particular message to the unconscious mind as you do this ritual. So rituals are there in Christianity. Of course, if you go and look at Hinduism, there's so many rituals. right? Whether that's blessing a home, whether that's a marriage, even a marriage is it's a ritual that pretty much everybody does. that is a massive ritual. So we are ritualistic beings. If you look at even Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, full of rituals, because there is a very powerful element to rituals if we understand what is going on. It is the most powerful way to send a message to the unconscious mind, because it takes us away from the mundane into the extraordinary. I will define a ritual as a collection of symbols giving rise to an intention through gestures, sound, visualization, or movement. That is what I would define ritual as. So one very important thing is rituals use symbol, right? So what exactly is a symbol? A symbol is, first of all, the most powerful way of communicating with your unconscious mind, because your unconscious understands 4 things: metaphors, symbols, stories, and images. Symbols being the most powerful. Hence why, if you look at the ancient Egyptians, they had hieroglyphics, which were symbols, because they understood that that's how you communicate with the unconscious. So symbols are the most powerful way of communicating. So a symbol, in a very esoteric sense of the word, a definition of a symbol could be something that means one thing to you and something else to the spirit. Hence why when your spirit is trying to communicate with you through dreams, it's all in the form of symbols. And then you may wake up in the morning and say, oh, what is my inner mind trying to tell me by giving me that really vivid but strange dream? And you're trying to decipher it to see what does it actually mean, because they're in the form of symbols. So in the same way, if you understood symbols and knew how to use them through ritual, you can send an appropriate message to the unconscious. And through the unconscious, it can give rise to that situation in your life, whether it's something material or whether it's something spiritual. Now, when I first got into spirituality, I looked for almost every book that I could find on manifestation and the law of attraction and all these new age and new thought concepts to do with closing your eyes, visualizing your intention as if it's happening now, feeling gratitude and positive emotion for that thing being in your life, and then letting it go and things manifest. Yes, it works. However, a lot of people that do this kind of stuff over a certain period of time may begin to realize that bigger things that they want to manifest in your life, like a complete career change or a whole family, they want to manifest a family, meaning they want to get married and have kids, or something big in their life that means a lot to them, they have a lot harder time to manifest that. The reason is, those things that we really want, we have a lot more desire. Because we have a lot more desire, there's a lot more energy that we need to get that thing, because everything is energy. Even desire is energy. And to manifest something simple, we need only a little bit of energy. Hence why if you're trying to manifest a free parking spot, or a table being free in your favorite restaurant, or a text from a friend of yours, these are relatively easy things to do because it requires only a little bit of energy. But if you want to manifest your dream job or something a lot bigger than that, it's a lot harder because you need more energy. And simply having a thought and having emotions, yes, that generates energy, but it may not be enough unless you're some kind of crazy yogic master who's trained for 40 years plus and mastered the art of Raja Yoga and focus and visualization on all of these things, to the point in which a simple thought generates so much energy. If you haven't done this, then you may need to use other forms of energy to amp up the work that you're doing, your intention itself. So this is where symbols come in, because each symbol that you use is a representation of another form of energy that means something to the spirit that can communicate that message. But also, this is why in ritual, other energies can be brought in, such as elements, planetary forces, zodiacal forces, even natural forces of nature, because these are gargantuan forces of energy that you can add into your intention to supercharge it, to make it manifest quicker and more easily. So this is where ritual is a game changer for manifestation in comparison to some of these new thought techniques, which I'm not poo-pooing or anything. Those are great and they work absolutely. However, this is more powerful. So this is where the two can go hand in hand to create immensely powerful and positively dramatic changes in your life. If you want to know more about symbols and creating your own symbols so that you can implant them into your unconscious to create changes in your life, I have an entire series on my Patreon channel with 20 plus videos. You can find a link in the description box below or on the screen in front of you if you're interested in that. In addition to this will be the first video to a new series on ritual, on how you can formulate rituals at home. When I mean rituals, I mean very pleasant rituals, very divine rituals, where you're using symbols in a particular way to implant a message into your mind. That's all you're doing, so that your mind gets what you're trying to say. And with that large amount of energy, because when you're doing a ritual, it generates loads of energy, that intention that you're trying to manifest can easily take place. So I will be making videos, an entire series on this stuff here on YouTube. If you want to go deeper into this stuff, it's there on my Patreon. So please ensure that you are subscribed. And I hope this all makes sense. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Take care. See you very soon. Peace.